Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Welcome to the greatest show on earth. That is the AC Show. Today we have a wonderful show. Probably. Last week I was unable to. Join and be part of the AC Show. It was just the A Show.
It was Jab last week.
So last week was probably a little bit nicer than what you're used to, because we had some wonderful guests that we thank dearly for taking over, for helping out, filling in for me. And now this week you're stuck with us again, with me again, I guess. We've got a wonderful show.
What you're not actually telling them is it took two people to replace you.
Oh, is that what it was?
There you go.
I was able to chime in for just a little bit and catch some of the show, and it sounded like there was some pretty lively talking about the future of space travel. It was pretty awesome. So on this week's show, I guess we'll see if it can compare to the majesty that was created in last week's show. So I guess stay tuned. One of these days, I'm going to end that intro like 5 seconds early just so you guys can catch Aaron dancing in the background, because he doesn't see what I see.
I see. I know what you see because I can see myself doing it.
Right, you can see yourself doing it, but you can't see what I'm doing. So.
Oh, well, that's true.
Anyways, thank you guys so much for joining us again. This is going to be a really fun stream tonight. If you haven't already, please make sure that you like the video. Feel free to comment either live or if you're watching us later. Thank you so much for the support. Really appreciate it. But feel free to like the video, make any comments that you'd like. Dislike it if there's just a reason that you don't like the video, which is totally cool. Just all I ask is if you dislike it, leave a comment letting us know why. That way we can do better in the future. All we can do is improve, right? But I am the C, one half of the
past and change it.
There you go. I am one half of the AC Show. I am the C, that is Chris, aka Mr. Chaos Science. This wonderful, beautiful young specimen. To my left, your right maybe is
Aaron, aka the handy outdoor nerd. And then if you hear any clicks and other weird sounds, that would be my son, Carter.
My boys are in the other room watching Frozen, so I'm just hoping that we don't get a copyright strike when Let It Go comes on. So we'll see.
You want to say hi, buddy?
Hi.
Give me a second. Let me set that. Come here, you big man. Now say hi.
Hi.
It's like I can see myself.
Hi, Carter. What's up, dude?
He's waving back.
It's good to see you, buddy.
He's like, this is cool. I don't know what's going on, but it's cool.
Carter, why are you not asleep yet, huh?
Because we showered a little bit ago from the haircut that we got today.
Ooh,
brand new haircut. Yeah. Got himself a haircut. I got a haircut and I trimmed my beard down so I'm not all mountain man-y again.
I need to just shave my beard.
No, it's not even a beard, it's scruff. You're a scruffy looking nerf herder.
It is just scruff, but that's just the way it goes sometimes. I can grow a beard, I just choose not to. And then I like to be clean shaven. It's not that I don't like to be clean shaven. I just am really lazy. So It just
I
works out.
don't like to be clean shaven.
I live in a constant state of not being clean shaven, but not quite being long enough to be considered like a real beard.
Yeah, I mean, I could still grab my beard, but you used to be able to just like put your fingers through it and then full on just grab it, and it's not that way anymore. But
Yeah.
it needed trimming down because my hair, it just didn't match up. I mean, I could have blended it down, but that was going to take time when I didn't want to take time.
Sweet.
So, no, don't press that button. He's like, ooh,
Don't press
power button. Power button. Let me press
There it
it.
is. That's the best button. Push it, Carter. Push it. Go ahead.
It's shining.
Push it
It's
real
so
good.
shining, shining.
Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 ba-da-dum.
Would you like me to turn it back on for you, bud? Okay. Putting Paw Patrol back on.
Yes.
He's
All right.
excited.
Anyways, so last week I was out of town. I was all the way over in Disney World. Went to Disney World, Universal Studios in Florida, which was a blast. Fun.
Can you see the wall changing colors?
I can, yeah.
That's Paw Patrol.
I noticed it mostly on the but yeah, I see it.
Yeah. I had one nice lighting color. Now I've got a multitude of changing face colors now.
I have a really terrible overhead light. I look like a little bit like Two-Face, where half my face is lit up and the other half of my face is a little dark. But
will he choose the light or the dark side?
I made a mask. I left it in my car, or I'd show it to you guys. I made a mask for when I went to Disney World, a Star Wars mask that had some cool Star Wars fabric on the front, and on the inside, half of it's red and half of it's green. And so you always got to choose, light side or dark side. What are you choosing?
Choose one mask, yes.
You know why why duct tape is like the Force?
Why?
Because there's a light side and a dark side, and it holds the universe together. It's pretty good.
I got the light side, dark side, but I wasn't sure if there was going to be extra to it, so.
It holds the universe together. Dark Side of the Moon. Fishy Boy 06. Are we talking about Dark Side of the Moon like the Pink Floyd album? Or are we talking about the Dark Side of the Moon like the side of the moon that we never see from Earth? A lot of people don't understand the dark side of the moon. They think that there's one half of the moon that's always dark, but it's not true. Not true.
No, it's not. It's dark to us because we can't see it, but the sun is on the other side of it, so it does shine on the other half of the moon. So it's not actually dark.
Like your face from the I am the moon. True. Confirmed. Fishy Boy 06 said it. Howdy, Maker Viking. Thomas, what's going on, man? It's good to see you. Good to have you in the chat, man.
Hey, Viking. Now, my big question is, Viking, when are you coming on the show?
Ooh, yes.
We want you on.
I wanna know the answer to this question too. We need to get you on the show sometime, Thomas. You're almost always making an appearance in the chat. I don't understand why, if you're in the chat, you can't just be on the show. What's going on, man? I understand there's been some significant progress on the Emer project, so we're interested. So, Aaron, I wanted to update you on some of the new projects.
Is there a new version of me?
Yeah, just your firmware. Just your
Thirty-two
firmware.
32.5 or 34.2.
Well, you've currently been running on the 12.6 version, and so we're trying to update
That's why
you
I've got
to
all the bugs.
The actual grown man edition.
The grown man edition. Well, see, Thomas, it might be 521 there, but it's 1022 here.
Well,
we can accommodate. We can accommodate.
We even did a special stream with
Geeky Faye from
Geeky Faye.
Yep.
We did a special stream with Geeky Faye where we just changed our times. We did it at a different time of the day. We did an early morning. Well, not that early. It was like 9 o'clock or something my time, or maybe it was like 6 o'clock my time, something. But we can absolutely accommodate, and we'll do a stream at a different time. It's not a big deal to us at all. So yep. we'll have to instant message you later. We'll get something put together. But
dang it.
So projects. I've been working on a few different projects. I had a couple of ideas. And
hit me with your best idea.
My best idea?
I was just punting off of hit me with your best shot. Just,
Oh, I see. So I've been thinking a lot about my robotics class and what we're going to do next. And the 7th grade science classes just got done talking about basic circuits. And so I've been thinking about doing a couple of projects with circuits. I want to do some, I don't know if we talked about the toothbrush robots. I think we've talked about those before. We talked about that? Never talked about that?
No.
So I've got some cell phone vibration motors. They're just tiny, tiny little things. And what I want to do is I want to hot glue them onto the back of a couple of toothbrushes. So like toothbrush, either just the heads of the toothbrush that's hot glued to like popsicle sticks or something. But basically I want those toothbrushes on there and then have them connect to some wires with some button presses on them.
Yeah.
And so basically what you do is you push a button and it turns on the vibration motor on that one side. So it causes it to walk forward on that side of the bristle. And then you push the other one and it will walk forward on the other side. So you can control it and actually turn it left and right with a button press. So it's pretty cool.
Nice.
So that's one idea. Another idea we're going to be working on is the kids are going to make their very own operation game. So I went to the dollar store and got some cheap dollar store cookie sheets, and we're going to punch out some holes in those, and then we're going to wire up some tweezers to the cookie sheet with those vibration motors built in. So if they touch the sides when they're reaching the tweezers in, it turns on the vibration motor and a little light bulb. And they're actually going to design and 3D print their own components to be inside of the operation game. So they'll actually get to design the little pieces that they put inside. So that'll be really fun.
That is pretty cool.
And the 7th grade science, like I said, they were working with basic circuitry and they ended up getting some makey kits. You familiar with the makey kit?
Yes.
So they got a bunch of makey kits, and the science teacher just asked me if I could 3D print some backers to go on so that the exposed microchip on the back is protected. And so I gotta look up or design or something a cover for the makey. and 3D print them for her kids.
Nice.
That's what I've been up to. That's my next big ideas, I guess.
Nice. Yeah, I've been 3D printing switch hooks. That's what I've been doing this week.
Like a little hook for the wall that you can mount your Nintendo Switch on.
No. Nope.
Or
not even
something that you can throw into a crowd and steal somebody else's Nintendo Switch.
Yeah, let's say that's what it is.
Or even printing out the lyrics to a song that has a good hook about a Nintendo
Switch. Yeah, so yeah, I'm making printing some new parts for the hospital. Their switch hooks. So that's what I've been doing. Been for about 2 weeks off and on. Not having the time to constantly sit there and get the resin printer up and going properly. Because I was an idiot and I was going to start a print and I pressed the 0 home button and had it unlevel from where it was supposed to be. So it was this high off compared to where it originally was. So I had to work on actually getting that to the correct height. And so a bunch of failed prints of just trying to go through and actually get them done and to turn out, but not having time to sit there and watch and then pause it and then see if it continued. So a lot of wasted resin, but I was also going off of what I heard with the FEP sheet on how it was coming off. So I was like, oh, it sounds like it's supposed to on how it comes off. No, if it sounds like plastic sticking to plastic kind of coming off like that, no. So it's kind of an interesting sound. It's got to actually make to properly do it.
Right.
So did that and finally got it going this week, and I've got 6 of them, 7 made right now. There's one on the printer that needs to be cleaned up. So
have you done any testing with the different resins to determine like strength and stuff?
The ABS is definitely stronger than the PLA.
How do you figure that?
Well, one, it took more force to break the ABS than it took to break the PLA, but I do have excuse me, what I do to measure the pound per square inch-ish. My pressure test, what I normally do is I use a fish scale and I clamp it to the desk and then I just pull on. But I need to find my scale so I can actually do an actual test that's proper. So, but I also put a reinforcement part back in it so it would be stronger. So that also could be part of the reason why it's stronger. But I had also figured I was going to test the spot on it with my hands on the side where the little round knobs are at, and I actually broke it with a lot of force, but it broke. And resin, it's almost like shale when you break shale, the rock.
Mm-hmm.
How it's really sharp. Yeah, it sliced right into my finger right as it broke. So I think I told you that I put liquid Band-Aid on it after the fact.
Aaron's fingy got hurt.
Yes, my fingy got hurt.
Hey, can you be left to talk on your own for like 1 minute while I go tuck my kid into bed?
Oh yes, you'll regret it, but yes.
Yeah. So Thomas, we were talking about this the other day on the phone because PLA is more rigid, but it's more brittle, and so my understanding is that actually PLA is technically stronger because it's a harder material, but it's also more brittle. So
Yeah, it doesn't have the give.
it depends on the application, I guess, right? So if you have some sort of a shock load, you want something with a little bit of give to it so that it can absorb that load. But
Yep.
as far as just sheer strength goes, PLA is technically stronger, right?
I mean, it depends on.
It depends on the application.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'll be right back.
Okay. But yeah, I do have flexible resin as well. I do plan on actually doing some comparison tests of them. So I've done PLA and flexible, and I've done the PLA by itself and then the ABS by itself. What I need to do is do some ABS and some flexible. I've thought about doing flexible for this part as well to give it that extra bend because it will be still somewhat rigid with what it does. But the flexible is also stupid expensive to go through, and I didn't want to go and burn through it. And so, yeah, but I'll probably do a 1-to-1 ratio with the flexible and the ABS because they are both gray, and I've got black and the translucent green for the PLA. So, and I've got another part that I need to try to get made and kicked out, and I needed something that's going to be stronger and a little extra give. So I'm also going to try to use the ABS Flex Mix for that and see how that works. So I'll do the regular ABS, try that, and then I'll do the ABS Flex Mix. Excuse me. I can't just do flexible as much as I would like to because it has threads on it and the nut won't thread onto it if it's flexible because I have tried. So unfortunately, I cannot do that. So, but yeah, so that's kind of what I'm going to be working on soon. And I've got another thing that might be coming up that I get to do. We will see. But yeah, it's definitely a busy time. And now we can't talk bad about Chris anymore.
What kind of nonsense are you filling their minds with now, Aaron?
You don't want to know.
I might not.
It's not like you can't go back and rewatch this anyway.
That's true. That's true. And that just reminds me to say thank you guys for all those who are watching this later on. If you didn't watch it live with us, we appreciate you. And those of you guys who are here watching us live, we appreciate you too. Thanks for being here.
Oh, yeah.
It makes it much more interesting when there's interaction in the comments. So,
yeah, but I think I killed everybody. I think I bored them to death.
it's very possible. You bored me so much I had to get up and go out in the other room.
I know. Like, I've not dealt with you last week, so I got to slowly work my way back into this.
Yeah, you bored me so bad I took off for an entire week.
Yep. He had to get away.
No, but seriously, as a gigantic Harry Potter nerd, going to Universal Studios Florida.
Don't look that big to me, man. Hagrid's bigger.
How's that?
Hagrid is bigger. Still.
Have you ever seen him in real life?
No, but I know it's taller than me.
Hey, let me ask you a question. Let me ask you. This is a question. In your state, are there toll roads?
In my state of mind?
Maybe. Is that why I can't understand anything you're talking about? I haven't paid the tolls to be able to navigate your mind?
Nobody can navigate my mind. Not even me. I'm a prisoner in my own head.
That's a bold statement. Let me tell you, that's scary.
No, Missouri doesn't have any toll roads. There's trolls, but there's no toll roads. There might be toll bridges for the trolls.
There are also no tolls in Arizona. So when I went to Florida, it was a whole new experience. Like I've had to deal with toll roads before, but it was like
toll,
yeah,
toll,
seriously, it's like
toll.
a toll every mile. So
Yeah.
I had to rent a car because we flew to Florida. So I rented a car and we literally drove the car like from the airport to the hotel and then from the hotel back to the airport. That was the only time that we hit any toll roads. And it was already paid for before we even got there. Everything should have, was taken care of. We booked it through a travel agency. And so everything was just booked and taken care of by the time we got there. And we leave Florida. We come back here. I go and check my bank account. They charge us $125. I said, "What the heck you charge us $125 for?" And they said that it was for use of their toll system. And they were like, "It's like $12 a day." And I was like, "What?
Yeah, that's one thing
$12
they
a
can and will
day?"
get you with.
I was like, $12 a day. I was like, I hit tolls, 2 days out of the 5 or 6 days that I was there. Like I barely even hit any tolls. And dang, and I paid one of the tolls I paid in cash. Like I drove through the cash lane and paid it because Andrea was like, I don't want all these tolls going on our credit card or whatever. And so I pulled over and paid cash. Then I was like, I'm not paying all these tolls by hand, honey. We're gonna just pay with the machine or whatever. But the guy at the airport when we pick up our rental car, he's like, so did you guys bring your own toll device from Arizona? And I was like, dude, there's no tolls in Arizona. And he's like, really? There's no tolls at all? And I'm like, yeah, dude, Arizona has like the best highways like on the planet. This is another thing, Aaron. We talked about
You're in
this.
the desert. You're in the desert, so.
We talked about this a few weeks ago. We talked about how Arizona has the best sunsets, how they're world renowned for having the best sunsets. And this is another thing. Arizona is known for having great highways. You go to Arizona, all the roads are like perfect lines. All the lines are perfectly straight, perpendicular. You've got highways that take you anywhere and everywhere you want to go. It's great. Drive other places, it's a mess, man.
Nice.
He's not arguing with this one, folks.
Hey, I know Missouri roads. Okay. I know Missouri roads.
Are they pretty garbage? I've never driven in Missouri. Is it pretty garbage? Pretty nasty?
Well, we have to salt our roads. So, it tears them up. And then we have to plow them. And, that tears them up. You want to say hi again?
Arizona's a superior state. Fishy Boy 06 says it.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. You don't. You're too far away from water, Chris. How can you fish properly if you're too far from water? I don't have to go far to go fishing.
Dude, 45 minutes, I'm at the lake.
No, I got like a 5-10 minute drive, and I'm at the lake.
Yeah, at Missouri Lake.
Yes, but I also have the rivers and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Your state is literally called Misery. It's literally called Misery. Like, how do you refute that? Like, come on, man.
Well, I've been up to Minnesota, the land of 1,000 lakes or 1,000,000 lakes, and yeah, they've got a lot of lakes, dude. They've got a lot of lakes.
Yeah, but
like there was a house that had a lake in front of it.
We're not talking about a tiny pop bottle.
Oh no! Oh, this was huge.
No. Minnesota. I'm telling you, Aaron, you need to come Come and visit me in Arizona. You'll never want to go back home. Greatest place on the planet here, Arizona is. Especially where I live. I live in a great area. I'm just far enough out of the way.
No, stop.
Emily's back. She says Missouri isn't so bad.
Hi, Em.
I just want you to know I don't have anything against Missouri. That's not my
Because
thing.
you've not been here. I mean, yeah, we have potholes.
I've not been to Missouri. From what Aaron has described to me, their roads are apparently atrocious. But
no, the potholes can suck. It's depending on if it's a county road or not. So there's a whole bunch of variations and factors that go into it. But sunsets are awesome.
this is just an ongoing conversation where I am trying to get Aaron to move to Arizona.
Em can tell you, I've sent her pictures of wonderful sunsets I've taken this past weekend, last week as well, and yeah.
Is that all these pictures you've been sending me? You sent me a bunch of pictures. I don't believe that you took them.
I took them at the lake that I go to.
Dude, look at this watermark in the bottom corner. What is this nonsense?
You know what? Suck a lemon. That's been out in the sun for 10 days.
I see a bunch of fog.
Yes, I was fishing. I went fishing. Of course there's fog. It's at a spring-fed... You see? I did take them.
Were you there, Em? Were you there to see them? Saw them firsthand? Did you see him take the pictures firsthand?
You know what? I'm just going to send you a photo with me in the picture. Apparently, I selected a lot of other photos. Don't know how I selected. But the one that's got the water and then me there. No, I literally take them and send them from my phone.
Let's see.
I don't use Photoshop. Em can attest for that.
Oh, wow. Look. My shirt has a brick wall pattern on it. What? Photo. This is totally realistic. This is actually happening. What? I'm just saying, Aaron. I'm just saying, man.
I'm just saying too. No, Em can totally go out and do photos out there where I take photos and be a witness to it. I just usually it's during the week and she's got classes she's got to do for her school, so she can't go.
Guys, all I'm saying is, what's the verdict here? Photoshop? Photoshop for sure, right?
Not photoshopped.
Are you telling me that I'm gonna have to take some fire sunset pictures now for the next couple of days? Oh, look, Em. Although I've never seen you in person, can't testify you're real. What's that? What do they call those things? You know how, like, have you ever There's those YouTube channels that are super popular with kids where it's like it's not an actual person, but they have like an avatar, like a cartoon avatar that just like mimics your mouth movements while you talk. Have you ever seen those? They have like news channels and stuff. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Hashtag Aaron's not real. This is a new thing. I've never seen him in real life before either, Em. This is a thing here.
She's seen me in real life.
She just said she hasn't. She just said that. Are you calling Em a liar? I don't think so.
Yes.
Em, I think that you've exposed him.
Yes, I am a computer-generated image. I am not real. Nothing around me is real. I am actually an alien from Mars.
Make sure that you private message me, Em, and we'll talk about this later. All right. We'll make sure we expose the real truth.
She says she met you, not me. See, she's seen me.
Oh, did you threaten her? I saw you send her a message. I saw you.
I'll show you the message I sent.
Who's he holding, Em? Do you need help? Blink twice. Oh yeah, okay.
I'll send you a screenshot.
I was like, that picture is perfectly clear that I could read every single word.
I know it. Yeah, no, M's seen me in person.
What does 3 haws mean? What's that? What does 3 haws mean?
Ha ha ha.
All right. Oh, that must be your screenshot coming through.
Yes.
Dude, I love that you have a burden of proof. I love that. I can't even tell you.
No, and she's actually got 2 dogs, Jasmine and Onyx. And they do like to jump on you. And if you look at them, they'll jump on you. And
just don't look at them.
They will jump on you no matter what, especially when you first meet them. So pretty much the first time that I met them, I had to cover my front because they kept trying to jump on me. Yeah. There's about 20 times that day that I almost got hit downstairs by your dogs.
Well,
yeah, Dada.
So yesterday, because I'm a huge nerd, like a big time nerd, I paid money to watch BattleBots live. Ooh, look at that. Fishy Boy 06. I've seen Chris IRL, but not Aaron, so I have no proof. See? Maybe I'm a hologram. Maybe that's why my shirt turned into Brit pattern. I paid.
I'm convinced Chris is an AI. He doesn't know what laughing is.
Listen, all I'm saying is, if you're in trouble, all right, and he's holding you hostage or something, 3 laughs in the chat is the code, all right?
She gave me a sarcastic laugh with a ha space ha.
Ooh, you're in trouble. You're in trouble now.
At one point in time. Yeah.
So anyways, I paid money to watch BattleBots. I mean, just regular BattleBots on TV. But I got to do it in a Zoom call with 3 of the drivers of robots from the show. So it's like a live watch party that I got to be a part of because
Nice.
I am a nerd.
I sent one of my sisters the link, and she says, "This is awesome. Way to go." You know,
Does not
you
compute.
can comment, Bobby, if you're watching. You can comment. It's, it is okay.
Recalculating. So another project I got on the horizon that I've had on the horizon for a while is I was supposed to go with you. I'm your favorite nephew, Fishy Boy 06. So that must be one of my nephews, but I just didn't know that it was one of my nephews because I'm not like, I don't know what their screen names are. But I was supposed to go watch BattleBots be filmed live. But unfortunately, because of the pandemic, everything got shut down. Hopefully, though, they're going to be starting up a new season sometime soon, and I'll get to go. Last year, they were supposed to film in April. I don't know if that's still going to happen, but if it does, I'm going to get tickets, man. I'm going to be there for sure, for sure.
Nice.
They film in like California, and so it's like a 12-hour drive for me or something, but I'm going. If you decide, Aaron, that you're going to come and visit me over the summer and you happen to come and visit the same weekend that BattleBots is on, sorry, I'm not going to be here. But you are welcome to come with me. You want to make that road trip with me? You're in, man.
Well, I don't know that if I had Carter with me, if he could take that long trip and then that long trip again.
Dude, just give him some more milk, all right? A little bit of melatonin.
A little bit of melatonin.
Solid. Good, man. Give him a half a melatonin gummy. He'll be good. And as I say that, just so that I cover myself, I do not advocate drugging your children. Melatonin is a natural hormone in your body. It simply helps to aid rest, relaxation, give you more restful sleep. My kids take it as a vitamin. But that was a screenshot. So another one of the projects that I got on the horizon is I want to test out the strength of 3D prints by dropping them from different heights and dropping things on them from different heights. So I've been thinking,
you're supposed to send me a file so I can print on the resin printer to do that. Now I've got the PLA, ABS, and the flexible that I can do multiple ones like that for you.
Now, here's the other thing though, right? Because a lot of people have a misunderstanding about exactly how Arizona works, right? So there are some places in Arizona that you'll get 120-degree summer for sure. At my house, we've had, what's the hottest summer that you can remember?
118, 119 probably.
I think that we've gotten like, I remember since I've lived here 117. That was like one time. And other than that though, like it doesn't get that hot. But I mean, I live right next to a mountain. So I can literally drive, half hour, 45 minutes, and I'm 1,000 feet higher. 45-minute drive, I'm 1,000 feet higher, and it's much cooler. I got a mountain right next to me. There's snow. It's beautiful. Maybe not in the summertime, but it's a lot cooler.
Sorry, I'm laughing at M.
I thought she was your friend. You're laughing at her.
She sent me a message saying that she fell asleep.
My
Before.
nephew lives in Phoenix where it gets 120 degrees. He just said, I get those summers, but they only make us stronger.
That's funny.
That's why Arizona boys are tougher, I guess. Got thicker skin. It's we're in the middle of a drought right now. It's supposed to rain a lot. Sometime in the next couple of years, we're supposed to get a real wet season here. I think last year's summer.
Hi, bud. Yeah. Last
year's summer at my house, it got up to. I don't think it even broke 110. It might have, but if it did, it was.
You did say it got really hot last summer, but still.
Well, I was outside though a lot.
No, I know that. And didn't your AC go out last year too?
Oh, that was a couple of years ago. It sounds like delusion from all that heat stroke. That was a couple of years ago. My AC went out when my wife was like 8 months pregnant with my daughter.
Yeah, see, and I remember it going out. I just couldn't remember when.
Yeah, that was a couple of years ago. That was a few years ago, but it's working great now. Arizona's a place you definitely have to have AC. Some places go with the swamp cooler, but then you get the hot monsoon season that we get. August, September, when it's like real rainy, and then it gets really humid and stuff, and then the swamp coolers just don't do anything. It's super humid plus 110 degrees.
Yeah. Yeah, see, so I mean, yeah, we get the humidity here, so it's hot and sticky, just not so sweet.
Well, from my head to my feet, yeah. So I'm learning like anything up to 100 isn't too bad.
You can come to Missouri.
But once you break 100, it pretty much all feels the same. 101 feels like 110. Really, it does. 101 and 110 are about the same. Once you break 100, it's just hot. Blech. Southern Arizona is the oven. It gets pretty gnarly. Monsoon season gets pretty gnarly because then you get the rain, which cools it down, which is beautiful. It's wonderful. But then the next day, it gets all hot and dries it out. Oof. Then it's just humid. It's humid. Imagine your humidity, Aaron, but at 110 degrees.
Yeah, no, I'm good because I've had it at 90, 95 degrees. Yeah, no, I'm good.
That's what it's like. That's what it's like in like August.
Yeah, nope. I'm definitely good. Not dealing with that heat and humidity.
Yeah, and most people don't realize like what Arizona really is. Like you see in the old westerns, Arizona is just nothing but desert, dirt, and tumbleweeds. But We got forests and all kinds of stuff in Arizona, mountains. Beautiful. I love it.
Now, he does have a place that I really want to go and visit. It's an observatory that I really want to go and visit.
I hope that they open up the tours again, because my understanding is that the tours are still shut down. So
That's
I
sad.
give tours of the Large Binocular Telescope, which is the most powerful telescope on the planet right now. They're building one that's more powerful, but
That's still under construction. We talked about that in a show last year.
yeah, the Large Binocular Telescope right now, it's 10 times more precise than the Hubble telescope.
Well, the Hubble is also really old anyway.
But the Hubble is in orbit, which means that it doesn't have to worry about distortion from the atmosphere.
Oh, no, I know that. I'm just saying, if they would take something with the upgraded specs as this one, put it into orbit, then it would be. Imagine that.
Dude, let me put it this way. All right. So to get up to the observatory from my house on a leisurely pace of driving, right? Like not booking it or whatever, you can get up to the observatory in about 2.5 hours from my house, driving straight up the mountain. But it took them so they have these big giant mirrors that are like 25 foot wide that they use for the telescope. It took them 3 days to get the mirror up the mountain. Each 3 days a piece. So 2 mirrors, 3 days each, 6 days total, because they only had a leeway of like 3 degrees or something, because the mirrors had to go upright. And so as they're traveling, they could only drive a certain distance, and then they would have to stop, re-level the bed of the truck using an airbag system,
Yeah.
and then they could go a little bit more. So they had to go just a few feet at a time, re-level with the airbags, a few feet at a time, re-level with the airbags. So it took 3 days to get each one up. It's crazy, man. There are 88 switchbacks on the trip up to the observatory. That's what Paw Patrol does to you, huh?
No,
Hypnotizes you.
I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it.
You're laughing at an inside joke with yourself.
With M.
Oh.
It's an inside joke that only us we know.
I love inside jokes. I hope to be part of them sometime.
Dada. Yeah. I'm looking hypnotized. Yes, all those changing light colors.
It's the Paw Patrol, man. I'm telling you, that's what it does to you. That's what it does to you, Paw Patrol. I gotta talk to you about Paw Patrol after the stream too. Don't let me forget.
Yeah. Really? Woo. Is it Chris?
Well, unknown nephew of mine that I have a guess as to who it is, but I don't know for sure. You're gonna have to come over to my house. We're gonna have to drop some bowling balls on top of some 3D prints sometime and see how it goes. That's what I need to do. I'm telling you, Aaron, half a melatonin, man. That's what makes it inside, Aaron.
Oh, Chris, you just made it worse.
That's what M said. That's what M said. She said in the comments, she said that's what makes it inside, Aaron.
Oh, well, you just said that you said melatonin, and that's what makes it inside. I'm just like, oh, Chris.
Listen, I gave my kid a half a melatonin right before we started streaming. And I put on Frozen. He's in there. I'm sure he's out. He's got to be asleep. Like, I haven't heard a peep from him since I started streaming, so it's got to be it.
Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, mine definitely does not want to settle down. He's not wanted to for a while on going to sleep. So usually I snug him out here, get him to bed, then do the show. That wasn't happening today.
Yeah, my I might be a terrible parent, but we are big fans of the cry it out method.
Yeah, see, he would just come running out, so that's the only reason why.
I've just barely gotten to the point where I just tell him to go lay down, and if he doesn't go lay down, I go and lay him down, and I just say, "Don't you dare get out of bed." And he looks at me, and I say, "You stay right there in that bed." And he does. He just stays there. He'll cry for half an hour before he finally falls asleep, but he will stay right there in his bed. There's no gate or nothing. There was a couple of days that I had the thought, I wonder if I could 3D print some sort of hook system and put a net up. And then I was like, I don't know that I should be building a cage for kids. Don't say it, Aaron. Don't say it, Aaron. That was an inside joke between you and me, I think. So
I won't.
Thanks. Speaking of Paw Patrol.
So I don't know if the episodes are backwards on the server for the person server that I'm watching it on. But as it's in the first season, I noticed things that are just out of place because you get Rubble, the dog that does the bulldozer, who's in it doing stuff for the first episode. But then there's another episode later on where they meet Rubble. I'm like, this doesn't seem to be the right order, apparently.
It's a flashback. It's a flashback.
Yeah.
It's a flashback, Aaron.
You sure? I wasn't paying 100% attention. I just came across it.
I'm sure they talk about how did you first meet us or whatever, and then they go back and relive the story. Like, it's flashback.
Gotcha. See, I don't know. I just was like, wait, this doesn't seem right. So
let me tell you, I have seen a lot of Paw Patrol. I've seen a lot of Paw Patrol season 1 because season 1 was free on Amazon Prime, and so we just watched only that one season. So I've seen those 13 episodes like 50 times, man. And now we're at the point where we've graduated on. We purchased another season. We purchased a season of. Here's another good one. As he's getting older, Aaron. Here's another one. Blaze and the Monster Machine.
I'll try to remember that. I know you've told me before.
Blaze and the Monster Machines. That's a good one. What I like to watch with him that I can at least stand a little bit is oh man, what was it? I just had it in my head. I can't even remember anymore. There's not very many shows that I can actually stand watching with him, so I've gotta limit what he wants to watch, you know. Can't handle Dora the Explorer. Can't do it.
Yeah.
Dora the Explorer doesn't even rhyme, and that's really annoying to me. It's only annoying that it doesn't rhyme because it seems like it's supposed to rhyme, but it doesn't.
Yeah, I can understand.
And I got no problem with teaching my kids Spanish. You know, I speak 3 languages. Totally fine teaching my kid another language. That's fine with me. But to do it at the expense of I'm the map, 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 I'm the nope. Can't handle it. Swipe or no swiping. Man, if I had $1 for every time one of my middle school kids said that 50 times in a row,
That's funny.
dude, I'd be loaded. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. A show that I've been super into that actually like season 2 has a super good storyline. The Lion Guard.
I've not watched that.
So the Lion Guard, super good. Blue's Clues, I'm down with. I like Blue's Clues. SpongeBob. My dad really likes SpongeBob SquarePants, and I don't know why. He just thinks it's funny. I think it's terrible. I think it's so boring and not funny at all. I think it's just annoying. I think it's mostly I can't stand the dude's voice in the first place, but
Yeah.
but the Lion Guard is where it's at, man. Like there's like there is room for like movie theories and stuff. Which to me, I'm a big conspiracy theorist, so like I'm all right with it. But
I'm trying to think what Watership Down is and why you're so traumatized, Em.
can you believe this guy doesn't even know what Watership Down is?
My brain. I'm trying to go. We're talking about kids shows, and now I'm trying to think of what she's talking about there. It
I've
sounds.
never seen it, so
I've probably seen it. It sounds somewhat familiar. We're talking about kid shows, and my brain's trying to convert back over to other stuff. Okay, I know what you're talking about now. No, I actually hadn't watched that.
I never seen it.
So, yeah, nope, I haven't watched it.
Dude, I love Blue's Clues. I love Blue's Clues, honestly. Like, I'd watch Blue's Clues. I'm a little disappointed that I didn't create a show like Blue's Clues. My mother-in-law, she pulled me aside one day. Like I went to her house to go pick up my kids after school one day, and
Nope, stop touching. Stop touching.
she
Stop
goes,
touching.
Chris, listen. You need to be on this show. You should have made this show. You'd make so much money if you made this show. And I look over, she's watching Blippi. Have you ever heard of Blippi?
Sounds familiar.
It's this full-grown man who acts like a little child. And he comes up with all these words and actions that go along with them, and he just talk. I don't even know how to describe it. It's just this guy that he just lives his life like he was 3 years old. Like that's the best way to describe it.
Hey, Carter. What are you
If
doing?
I was a grown man that thought
What?
I was 3 years old, that'd be the life of Lippy.
Yeah. Yes, I do know it. I've not read at all on it, so it sounded familiar. I was trying to figure it out. Once I looked it up, yes.
I read a basic
So-
synopsis right now on my phone. I have to show that to my 3-year-old and be like, listen, if you don't start going to bed on time.
Come here. Come on, Mr. Tired Man. Yeah, I know you're tired. So you should have settled down for me earlier. It's like I can see myself. Gonna wind myself up a little more.
Well, all right, man. I think we're getting close. I'm starting to fade a little bit.
That's what she said. M can attest that I do that all the time because she had to experience my plethora of that's what she said stuff all the time.
On that note, thank you everybody for watching and joining with us today. It was a blast, real fun stream, super chill. Look forward to making some new content soon and making some actual videos, so that'll be fun. If you're watching us live and you stayed for the end, I really appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for staying with us. If you are watching this from the future and we are in your past, thank you so much for everything.
Yes,
Any
and
chance you get to share the show with others around you is a blast. The more interaction we get with people, the more fun it is to make these shows. So,
yep. Sit down, bud. All right, so we will catch you next week, same time, same corny, horrible jokes.
maybe worse.
There's no guarantee, but there's no guarantee that they won't be worse.
Don't worry, I'll be brushing up. I'll be putting some new stuff into my database next week. So,
All right, everybody, take care. We will catch you next week on the Flippity Flip. Bye.
good night, guys. Ah!